Hi, this is Bria from the past future. Like it's the future from the video that you're about to watch, but the past, obviously, since you're watching it now. Yeah. I just wanted to hop on and say, sorry for so many jump cuts, kind of like snip edits. I did not realize how often I say and like, and I did my best to snip them out where they were not necessary, where I could. So, yeah. Sorry about that. But anyway, thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of my video.
You wanna go outside? Let's go.
Hi, welcome to my couch. Long time no see, YouTube. Hello, hi, how are you guys doing? If you subscribe or are like a viewer of my Twitch streams, you're very familiar with this couch and with beavers and Mazzy drinking water in the background, of course, while I'm trying to do something. But how are you guys? I hope you guys are good. I know it's been a long time since I've been on YouTube, and I want to apologize. Fortunately, I'm getting medicated for my ADHD and my depression. Unfortunately, there are some things that I still am trying to find the right medication for, and one of those is for time blindness and task focus. He's coming to say hi. Perfect. But just like the general executive functions that people with ADHD struggle with, my main one is like focus and the ability to just do. Please stop sniffing the camera. We're doing great so far. So, my last YouTube video was a few months back, and I said, okay, 2 weeks, I'll record a new video, and 2 weeks turned into 2 months, turned into 4 or 6 months, however long it's been. I don't know at this time. But I'm here now, so hi. This hopefully is a very quick video. I just want to kind of give you guys a general update on where I am mental health-wise, how my medications are going, and other things. I do have content planned in the future, like clips and highlights from my Twitch stream that'll eventually end up on my YouTube channel, and stuff like that. You look very handsome. But this, hopefully, we shouldn't be here too long. So if you haven't watched my last videos, if you have no idea who I am, my name is Bria. I go by Raxbii online. I'm in my late 20s. And this last fall, for the very first time, sought out help and medication for my mental health. I've known for a long time that I have depression and anxiety and a lot of other things just based off of the symptoms and how I feel every day. But this is the very first time in my life that I've ever seen a psychiatrist, seen a therapist, etc. So in September is when I started my antidepressants. I'm on Lexapro. When I started, I was on 10 milligrams. I was diagnosed with unipolar depression and anxiety, and my psychiatrist questioned whether or not I had a mood disorder. But we wanted to start with the antidepressants and kind of go from there. After a month, my first therapist, who I no longer work with anymore, but my initial therapist asked me, as I was explaining to her like my problems and like the reason why I'm seeking care and like the frustrations I have feeling so stuck, she looks at me and she goes, "Have you ever gotten diagnosed for ADHD?" So I go back to my psychiatrist, this, that, and the other thing. I am now diagnosed with ADHD as of October. It really helps a lot of puzzle pieces fall into place, and it really helps me understand why I am the way I am and why I've been that way for a very long time. Frustrating? Yes. But, it's interesting looking at your life through a different lens that you did not know applied to your past. So I checked in with my psychiatrist in November and was like, my anxiety is terrible. For the first time in a long, long time, in October, I had like a breakdown. I had a panic attack. I was just like sick to my stomach and felt like I was crawling out of my skin. And I don't experience like big panic attacks like that very frequently. So just like having a couple in the span of a few weeks after starting this new medication, which already kind of like elevates your heart rate, it does have a tendency to make you more anxious. I told her like my anxiety has gotten worse. So in November, I did go from 10 to 15 milligrams of Lexapro. And since then, I have stayed there. Now, it's been, I mean, it was 2020, now it's 2021. Things haven't been looking up for anybody. You know, I have things that are happening in my own personal life that are stressful or, you know, like that make me sad. And feelings are normal, right? It's normal to feel anxious about things or nervous or stressed or sad. Depression is a emotion as well as a mental health disorder. So like, it's normal to feel depressed about sad things in your life. Prior to antidepressants, I had a tendency to, when I was feeling overwhelmed, like just be a constant ball of anxiety. I couldn't get off the couch. I'd sleep all day. You know, I wouldn't take care of myself. I wouldn't shower. I wouldn't go outside if I didn't have to work. Right now it's just hard to go outside in general, but you know what I mean, you know? So like, I just kind of would shut down and stop texting people, stop being in contact with my family, you know, just kind of like. Now, like I said, despite the things that are happening in the universe, as well as some things in my personal life, I feel like once my dosage was increased, I feel feelings a little bit more deeply. Is that the way you would phrase that sentence? I feel feelings more deeply. Yeah, because more deeper wouldn't be right. So like, I feel happy and I just feel happy in my body. You know, like my body feels happy. My brain feels happy. I feel love and I feel it deep in my soul, you know? I feel sad and like, it is a pretty deep sadness, but it's not like a spiral downwards and never get off the couch sadness. It's a like very cognizant and clear-eyed sadness. Does that make sense? I feel like if feelings were a bathroom mirror, let's say, having depression and anxiety is a foggy bathroom mirror. You know, you can kind of see what you need to see, general shapes, you can understand what's going on for the most part. Putting the antidepressants on top of it is like taking a wet rag and wiping down the mirror so it won't fog up again. It's a little streamy, like there's still some confusion and some like discomfort here and there, but like I can see clearly now that the rain is gone. So yeah, that's just kind of how it's been. My psychiatrist has been hesitant to like increase or decrease them. I'm fine staying where I am right now, only because I need to figure out what my Adderall dosage should be to be at a level that helps control my symptoms. I think my antidepressants are working the way they should right now. And it's been what? So I started the new dosage in October, November, December, January. It's been 3 months, 2.5-ish months. I told my psychiatrist, like, I've been sad this month. I'm hesitant to say, like, I'm still very sad, increase my antidepressants, because I think every other aspect in my life outside of like this instance, this very stressful situation, has been going well and smoothly. So we're leaving that where it is right now. So anyway, on to Adderall. Like I said, I started that in October, and I've only ever forgotten to take my Adderall twice. Both of those were the first month that I had it, so it was still like very much me getting used to taking this medication in the morning, whereas I take all of my other medication at night. So it was like building a routine, establishing like you get up and you take it immediately. And I don't know if this is like, I've trained myself to do this and could have without the Adderall, or if it is the Adderall doing something and helping me create a habit. But I used to be like a late sleeper. I'd stay up relatively late, like between midnight and 2 a.m. And I can still do that for the most part. But then I wouldn't get out of bed until 11 o'clock in the morning if I didn't have to, right? Like would struggle to get out of bed in time to go to work. It was just really hard for me to just get out of bed at a decent time. Now my alarm is set at 8 o'clock. And this is the way it's been for a couple months now. I struggle to stay in bed until my alarm goes off. Sleeping in for me is sleeping in past my alarm at this point. So I usually wake up about 7:45 And like, I don't know if it's because I get tired earlier, because like my Adderall wears off. You know, I usually go to bed between 11 and midnight now. who knows? But it's been nice, you know, like being able to wake up and have an extra few hours before I need to start getting ready for work. It's honestly, I've always been a night owl. It's honestly what I've always wanted if I'm going to work daytime, you know? I want to not feel like I'm rushed and panicked and trying to get to work in an hour and a half. So pros and cons. After, I think a month, I told her, I don't think this is working. Maybe it was 2 months. Yeah, so no. I can't remember. I'm sorry. I've had it since October. So I started taking it October, November, December, and January. And then in my December appointment, I got one increase. In my November appointment, I got an increase. So I took it for about a month. So maybe when she increased my Lexapro, she also increased my Adderall. That sounds legit, I think. Anyway, seems like, apparently, my first month, I told her I don't see a difference. It took me a couple days to get used to it and just like kind of had brain fog. Felt like my brain was just doing this in my head. And I just couldn't like think clearly for the first couple days. I forgot it twice that first month by accident and was angry. I was so angry and just like uncomfortable, and it made my anxiety worse. It was just like, bleh. It was awful. So I have obviously made a concerted effort to never do that again. And I've been doing pretty okay. In November, told her I don't see a difference. I'm still struggling with focus. Like, that's why I want to take this medication, is because like I struggle with focus. I struggle with the motivation to get things done, even though I'm standing there and staring at my laundry. I can't just like start putting this away. It like hurts me to think about it, you know? So we increased, it was just 10 milligrams, which the XR, so it's the extended release. It was 10 milligrams to start. We increased it to 20, which is the starting adult dose. So I started with half of the starting adult dose initially. 20 milligrams, a month went by, I didn't see any change. So I told her I need a change in something for my ADHD, whether it's a new dosage or it's a new medication. I need something different. So she recommended that we increase again Adderall. So now I'm taking 30 milligrams, and I have been for a couple weeks. Still not seeing any change. The weird thing is, and this started first couple weeks in November, that's when I started my Twitch stream. And like, well, I started in August, but November is when I've started consistently streaming every week. And I hesitate to call it hyperfixation, but I also hesitate to say that my medication is working. In this one area, I can dedicate hours of my time to it. And I want to like redo all my graphics every single day. And I want to do research about how to be better and do better. And I want to rewrite my about page and, you know, like all this stuff to like make me feel like I'm doing better and putting effort into this channel, you know, like just being the best streamer I can be. But that's it. Still no drive to do fitness. Still no more drive to roller skate. I haven't put my laundry away in like 2 months. You know, like, it's just that one area, but it's like almost every single day I come downstairs and spend time on that one area. So again, like pros and cons. Is it medication or is it like an extended hyperfixation? I don't know. I have no idea. It sucks. But other than that, which again, that started a couple months ago, at like the beginning of November, there's been no change in the way I go about things that I've noticed. As far as task management or like follow through or anything like that. I don't have it near me or else I would show you. I have been like trying to use a bullet journal, not in like a very bullet journal-y way, but just using it as a creative outlet. And you know, it's just boxes with the dates in it. But having a physical notebook that I can look at, I use it consistently for 1 week and then forget about it for another week, and then consistently for 1 week and then forget about it for another week. But every other week is better than never keeping track of the things that I need to do or have done, or, you know, appointments and stuff like that. I'll take it. So yeah, that's kind of where I am with that. Like I said, it's been 2 weeks since I started 30 milligrams, I believe. No change so far. Not even like kind of a brain fog or anything like that. One of the other side effects, I guess, Would this be a change? Should I like amend what I just said and say like this is also a change that I saw? My appetite is decreased, which is very normal for Adderall. I have gained most of the weight back, but a couple weeks back I lost 5 pounds in the span of a couple days, just because like either forgot to eat or didn't feel like eating, or you know, like too much effort to microwave something. So I've been taking steps to make sure that there's always like ready to eat food in my refrigerator, which has been very helpful. I take snacks with me to work, and whether or not I'm hungry during snack time, I eat my snack, or like whether or not I'm hungry during lunchtime, I eat my snack, because I know like, sure, I didn't have like a huge breakfast. I will be hungry by the time I get home, and then I always eat a large dinner. But like that was a little concerning. I think I've gotten on top of it. That I guess was the only like other big change that I've noticed, and I did not experience any of that on the lowest dosage. That really started during the 20 milligram period. So I think that's it. Otherwise, I have been going to therapy weekly almost since October. Almost since October. There was a couple weeks there that I couldn't get an appointment because I was still a new client, and like trying to set up appointments like only a week in advance is pretty frustrating. I was really unsure about whether or not therapy was going to be for me. It's been great, honestly. Some days are harder than others in therapy. You know, sometimes we talk about something that I haven't thought about in a long time, and I cry, and like it makes me think about it for a couple days and kind of dwell on it, but then I'm like, this is unhealthy, you know, and then I take the things that they talked to me about during that session and apply it, and I feel overall so much better. I did want to add this addendum. I thought of it when I was talking about my Lexapro earlier, and of course I just glossed right over it, but like I don't think I would have made as much progress with like the way I handle my feelings and the way I feel about myself and the world and my partner, you know, without therapy. It's really helped me get in tune with what is healthy and what is not healthy. The way I would treat myself that was not healthy for me mentally, you know, or I mean, even physically, you know, I have a history of disordered eating, and sometimes if I'm having kind of like a dysmorphic day and I look at myself in the mirror and I go, like, I don't recognize this body, this isn't my body, I have a tendency to restrict my food. Have not been doing that. I've been feeling a lot better about eating and just making sure I eat until I'm full, you know, enjoying the food that I'm eating. I've been making sure to appreciate myself, my strengths, my weaknesses, you know, because even weaknesses, like, you can still get better at. Weakness only means that you have a chance to get better, and strengths you still have a chance to improve upon as well. Noticing the beauty in little things about myself and about our family and, you know, just like life in general. It's really hard right now. We don't get to go out and enjoy experiences like we used to. Live music was a big thing for my partner and I, so, you know, just like finding the little things at home that really, really matter, I don't think I would have been able to do without therapy. Just because I have a tendency to dwell on the negative, having somebody who is just like an unbiased source that can just kind of see straight through my bullshit has been really helpful. Yeah, my therapist is fantastic. I love them so much, and I am very happy that they are a part of my life. Yeah, it's just, I think that's it. I think that's kind of like the general idea of what I want to talk about. So it is second week of January. It's already been a weird year, but hopefully it gets better. Like I said, I've got plans for content in the future. I do plan on doing more vlogs like these, and then like stream content, stuff like that. I've got some really good ideas in regards to the dogs, which are being just so freaking cute right now. Look at them sleeping. Oh, sweet babies. So yeah, I'm gonna stop putzing around, I guess. I'm just mumbling at a camera and go get some shit done. Probably not, but I'm gonna at least think about it for a little while until I get upset that I'm not gonna put my laundry away. By the time I make another video, I will have talked with my therapist again, or my psychiatrist again, I believe. So I will keep you updated about where my ADHD medication goes from here. So please, if you have any questions, I am so open to questions and comments and requests. I love constructive feedback as long as it's constructive and polite, you know. Comment down below. Keep in mind, I'm obviously not a medical professional. I'm just a person with experiences that hopefully make you feel a little less alone or that you can relate to, because it's a very lonely journey doing this right now. Amidst COVID and everything like that, like it just feels very isolating. So I hope that you are also doing okay and staying healthy and getting a little bit of sunlight even though it's cold outside, taking your vitamins and washing your hands. I love you guys so much, and I hope you have a fantastic week. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.